Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been looking for it. Guess what? It's a hard count. All right. I'm Cobra, and I am joined by a full house today. I have Tyler, Jayme, Ben, Kat, and Ryan with me for tonight. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. My name is Buckplayer.
Gosh, how fitting we have these guys here today. A lot, three of us from the Dirt and Turf podcast, and of course Jayme and Ryan always join us for the hard count because we love football. So while we are here, the trade deadline is this Wednesday coming up. Before we get to week 9 and skate recap, we need to talk the trade deadline. So I'm going to start with Tyler. Tyler, Ben, Jayme, Kat, and Ryan. That's the order before you get to me. You're going to talk your favorite team. What did they need to do during the trade deadline?
I don't even know what to begin with, honestly.
You can also say that they can sell.
Trade everything. Burn it to the ground.
Except for the stadium. The stadium's the only good thing. But no, for real though, we need a quarterback. We need to trade for a quarterback. And I've heard the rumors they might be going for Bryce Young, but honestly, if the best free agent quarterback out there right now is Justin Fields, and I think we should go after him.
Interesting.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Ben, you're going to say that the Commanders are actually going to stand pat. Interesting.
Oh, no, I was saying I don't think Justin Fields is going anywhere.
Yeah, true. But Ben, floor is yours. What do you think?
I'm thinking that the Commanders could go after a receiver, and why not go after T. Higgins? The Bengals really aren't doing anything, and he's being benched this weekend, so is that a telltale sign he might be traded?
Interesting. All right.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
It is. So, okay, Jayme, your opinion.
In my opinion, I do agree, Washington does need some wide receiver help. However, I think they need some cornerback help more. And that could come in the form of Greg Newsome II from the Browns. They're not going anywhere. The Browns are he's in his 5th-year option right now. No, this year he's in his regular year. But next year will be the 5th-year option, which is only $13 million. So for him to join the Commanders and potentially make a strong playoff push for the first time in forever, bring Greg Newsome to DC.
I respect that.
To add on to that,
Nice.
There's also Carolina has that one cornerback as well that everybody's been talking about.
You're talking about Horn?
Yeah, J.C. Horn. I wouldn't mind him either.
All right, Kat.
Howdy.
Hi. Trade deadline's coming up. What do you think the Baltimore Ravens need?
It depends on who we're playing. Okay. Sometimes I feel like we need better special teams. Sometimes I feel like we need a running back, and sometimes I feel like we need another Ray Lewis to come into our defense and wake them the hell up.
Okay, so basically that's from what you're sounding like to me is you need more pass rushing and more offensive line help.
I got an
that's what
I got a better option for Myles Garrett.
That would actually not be a bad idea.
It wouldn't be bad, but I don't think the Ravens have the cap space for that.
Not to mention,
No, there's no way. We spend way too much money on players that we don't need.
All right.
There is rumors that Baltimore is trying to sweet talk the Browns into giving them Zadarius Smith, but it would cost them a lot more because they're a division rival.
That is just not going to happen.
Right. Ryan, the floor is yours. What do you think Indianapolis needs of Jim Irsay to get off the cocaine?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think first and foremost, what we need to do is figure out what we're doing at quarterback. But I don't think that's going to come at the trade deadline. And realistically, I think we've seen a lot of the trade moves that were expected. I mean, I think we might see one or two moves, but I don't expect the Colts to be much of a player.
Right.
When it comes to the trade deadline, I think
you guys being sellers.
our biggest need is O-line, but I think that will come in the draft next year. And I'm just hoping that we don't sell off pieces at the trade deadline.
Which the Colts have been guilty of doing before. Remember Jeff George. Oof.
Yeah, just don't sell off Jonathan Taylor. Don't sell off Michael Pittman, and figure out who we're going to have for a quarterback going forward.
Exactly, because I think the AR5 experiment is done.
And they are pretty wacko for Flacco.
I certainly
right
hope not. I think Richardson hasn't been given really much of a chance.
No. I also
think 10 games. I mean, name a quarterback that you can give a definitive answer on bust or not after only 10 games.
Valid point.
Especially when it's been abbreviated by 3 injuries.
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, well, Bryce Young, you got 10 games in a row to evaluate him.
Yeah. Well, at least he isn't Josh Rosen. Hey-o. Anywho. And as for the Buffalo Bills, they don't really need to do much. Probably the big thing that they should do is primarily shore up the pass rush and just get, not really get a big time player, but get like some depth. Because the defense is actually pretty solid, but they need to do what they did last year by just bringing in an kind of an under the radar piece, which is what they did with Rasul Douglas. So I think that's what they should do, is get an under the radar piece that actually has been performing, but needs a big time stage to kind of blossom. And let's be fair here, the Buffalo Bills are kind of a big stage right now, despite being a small market. What do you guys think?
Oh,
no response.
I do like the idea, actually. The Bills just need a little bit more help, and I think they're golden.
Yeah. Other than that, just what?
I guess my question is, what caliber of player would you be looking to go after? Because again, like
depth,
obviously,
depth. Realistically, just depth. Not really superstar, just depth. They have stars on defense. They need depth.
All right. Do you have a name in particular that you'd be looking for, or what?
I don't, because again, it's just depth they need. I mean, Balin Spector I definitely think needs to be a piece that needs to be traded away. But again, they just need depth to shore things up. But anywho, that is it for the roundtable. But we're not done, because again, I have to spin for the bonus point. And for the bonus point,
be me.
Tyler!
Me.
Lucky
Yay!
bastard.
That's like the 3 times in a row, actually. Like the last 4 weeks.
It's rigged.
All right.
It's rigged.
No,
I don't.
I mean, no, if it's rigged, it's like Fox News, fair and balanced. What? All right,
Anyway,
guys. Anyway, the roundtable was of course brought to you by, Fanatics. In case you didn't listen to the Dirt and Turf podcast last night, congratulations to famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning the World Series.
Yay!
So don't forget to grab that limited edition. Yeah. So don't forget that limited edition, one of a kind Los Angeles Dodgers World Series champion gear. But if you don't want to support famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani, don't worry. The Fanatics, of course, has you covered with the NFL, NHL, NBA, and NASCAR and other sports available for you to show your fandom. Grab a hat, grab your jersey, and grab whatever you would like. But please use our affiliate in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love, please, because if you show the channel some love, we'll be able to upgrade our gear. All right.
Prayer emoji, please.
Hey, am I able to go and get a Marvin Harrison Jr. Jersey on there yet?
You
I
should.
think there is.
You should.
I don't know if
so
you
did
have that
did
issue
he just
going
hold
on.
out
Yep.
with
But
Fanatics?
again, I don't know yet.
Yeah, because I know he was beating Fanatics early in the season.
Right. All right. So let me of course go back and recap week 8. Let's go to 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Yep. All right. Excuse me. Anyhow, so we had the Rams, and of course the Rams beat the Vikings on Thursday, 30-20. The Packers beat the Jaguars.
No. Are we talking about last week?
Last week, yes. We're talking about last
my
week.
bad.
Catch up, Ryan. The Packers squeaked by the Yep. The Packers squeaked by Jaguars 30-27. The Cardinals, beat the Miami Dolphins 28-27, spoiling Lowe's return. The Patriots upset the crashing New York Jets. And look out there, TWA Flight 800. The Browns,
Hello?
What happened?
It's Mike. He said be aware of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
his mic
dear.
went out.
Well, he said the Browns. So anybody know what happened with the Browns?
Yeah, they won.
Famous
Jim Brown?
famous.
started famous women without famous women respected the show. Instead, using famous Jameis beat the Ravens 29-24. The Eagles dominated the Bengals 37-7. The Texans lose Stephon Diggs, but still beat the Colts 23-20. The Lions dominated the Tennessee Titans 52-14. The Falcons squeaked by division rival Buccaneers 31-26. The Chargers destroy .com Patrick Mahomes Spencer Rattler 26-8. The Buffalo Bills stampede all over the Seattle Seahawks 31-10. The Washington Commanders
Hell yeah.
win on a Hail Mary for the ages over the Chicago Bears 18-15. The Kansas City Refs beat the Las Vegas Raiders 27-20. Did I just say that out loud? The Denver Broncos double up on the Carolina Panthers 28-14. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys 30-24.
Good.
And in the greatest game, your Super Bowl champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, beat on the sentient dirt 26-8. Yinzer, get out of here. 26-18, Steelers over the Giants. And of course, our Thursday night matchup was the Jets actually beat the Texans 21-13.
That was a good game, actually.
Yes, it was.
Crazy.
But anywho, that is it for our Week 8 recap, which was brought to you by Bulletproof Coffee. Bulletproof Coffee originally sponsored the Bold Predictions, but they have jumped the gun and have decided to sponsor our recap. Check them out. They not only have coffee, but they have MCT oil, they have supplements, they have protein bars, they have greens for gut health. But again, if you want to give Bulletproof Coffee a try and see why they are healthy and very different than other coffee brands, use our affiliate in the link wherever you get your podcasts and show the channel some love. And speaking of, let's do a spin. Round table spin. Here we go.
Me.
No way, it's me again.
It's Kat.
Yes!
It is Kat. She gets a bonus point.
I should go play the lottery while I'm lucky.
All right.
I don't play lottery.
All right.
That's very bad.
This is interesting.
Rigged.
Anywho, no, we have one more bonus spin in mind, but that'll be after our bold predictions, brought to you by W Energy. Ad read after the bold predictions. So, since we have 6 of us, this is going to be pretty interesting. But all of us have an invasion point. So anytime we have a disagreement, we can interrupt and say whatever we want, like objection, I disagree or whatever. And you
Shouldn't
we
they
only
just be
have
called
one
the counterpoint?
No, this is invasion point. It's their invasion point because we're invading to grab their point. So, you only get one reminder. You only get one chance to get the invasion point. That's why it's an invasion point. Pressure is on.
You gotta bring them.
All right.
It is on.
So we are starting, of course, with Tyler, Ben, Jayme, Brian, and Kat. That's the order. Basically, I'm going to give you a game. You're going to give me the winner if they cover the spread or not. I will definitely. So, Tyler, starting off, the Las Vegas Raiders against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 7.
I personally think the Raiders take that one.
Wow, he's going upset.
I interject.
Ben is starting to invade.
Oh
The
boy.
Bengals are absolutely winning this and covering the spread. Are you crazy? Are you smoking something over there?
All
Which
right.
matchup is this?
The Vegas and Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has not been that good this year. That's why I'm picking the upset.
The Raiders haven't been good at all.
I could see it being a close game, but I still think Cincinnati should win. I might not cover the spread, but I think Cincinnati should win.
Ben, Miami
But
versus Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 6.
That's me, right? You said?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Buffalo's winning this, and they're covering the spread.
All right. Nice.
I object. I object.
Who objected?
Jayme.
Jayme. Okay.
With
What's
Miami back, with Tua Tagovailoa back, that increases the worth of Achane and Tyreek Hill. And Tua already got his rust off with last week's game. And let's be real. And Cobra, I'm sorry to say this, but the Bills' defense has been playing good, but they're also not as good as people are thinking they are. Hence why you said they need
Von
players
Miller
get tired.
Hold up. Von Miller.
Jamie, do I need to get the crash bus for us?
Yeah. So you're going with Miami winning? Is that what you're going with? Or are you going with Buffalo not covering the spread?
I'm going with Miami covering the spread. It is going to be a close game. I think Buffalo squeaks it out.
Miami upsets. That's what you're going with.
Yes.
Although I will disagree, considering that Buffalo is getting Von Miller to returning and Bedford returning. Also Miami has more injuries to worry about as on defense.
You want to know my point as to why I think the Bills win?
Go ahead.
How many wins does Tua have in Buffalo?
Okay, all right. Jayme. We have the Chargers against the Cleveland Browns, and the Chargers are favored by 1.5.
I am going Cleveland. They are a much different team with famous Jameis Winston.
Yep. All right. Yep. They are a lot better than when they had famous women respecter Deshaun P. Diddy Combs. So. All right, Ryan. Washington.
All right.
Washington against the Giants, and Washington is favored by 4.
All right. Well, I'm going to say I think Washington gets this one and covers the spread. I mean, they've been on fire. Giants have been on fire in the bad way. And, yeah, I don't really see a reason why this should be close.
All right. Kat.
Oh, boy.
Dallas versus Atlanta, and Atlanta is favored by 3.5.
Oh. What's Dallas's record now?
Not good.
Equivalent to a trash can.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's fair.
that's what I was expecting.
That-
Everybody else has gone with who's supposed to win. I'm just going to say I'm going to go with Dallas.
I object.
Interesting. All right, Tyler.
Atlanta's actually been good this year with Kirk Cousins at the helm. I don't think Dallas stands a chance. And plus, they're in Atlanta, and Atlanta's undefeated at home.
All right. Interesting. Nice. All right, and I have Denver against Baltimore. Now, Baltimore is favored by 9, but I think Baltimore wins but doesn't cover the spread.
Okay.
Here's the thing about Denver. Bo Nix has actually been playing well, and nobody's really said anything because he's been flying under the radar.
And Denver's defense is actually pretty good. So no objections?
No.
No,
All right.
I actually kind of have to agree.
All right, Tyler. Wow, you have got some bad games today. New Orleans versus Carolina. New Orleans is favored by 7.
That's an easy one. New Orleans is not even gonna. It's gonna double. They're gonna not only beat the spread, but it's gonna be a complete
Objection!
absolute shit show.
Objection! Objection!
I'm going to say it's Derek Carr's return game.
That is also
I object. I object to this.
it's gonna be a shit show.
I need to hear why he objects because this is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Come on.
New Orleans has not looked good. All right, even with Derek Carr, they have not looked good. I think I'm going to say this. It's going to be. It's going to sound like I'm smoking something here, but I'm saying Carolina pulls an upset out of their ass and steps up to the plate like they should. So Carolina upsets New Orleans.
Remember, we're talking about football, not baseball. There's no.
I'm aware, ass clown. Next.
Do you want to join me on the track bus so we can go see Roger Goodell in the morning?
I got words for that asshole. As soon as
Y'all
he's
might
done,
get arrested if you
as soon as Roger Goodell is done removing Patrick Mahomes from his groin. Anyhow, speaking of removing from groin, New Orleans versus Tennessee. Tennessee is favored by 3.5. Ben,
Wait, hold up.
Who against what? No, you said New Orleans. They playing
New
2 games in 1 day.
New England
New
England versus Tennessee. Sorry,
The other new.
I am going to go with Tennessee because the Patriots are a hot mess express.
Yes.
Or the Titans.
Well, yeah, but the Titans are better off than the Patriots currently.
Right.
It is true.
If I could interject again, I would, but I can't.
Yep, you only have one. You only have.
I know.
All right, Jayme. Chicago versus Arizona. Arizona is favored by 1.5.
I am going to say that Chicago beats Arizona.
Nice.
I want to object. I can't.
And covers the spread.
Wait, Ryan, you're objecting?
Yep, I think Arizona wins and covers the spread.
All right.
I think similar to some other teams, this is a chance for the Cardinals to have a statement game to solidify why they are at the top of the NFC West right now.
And also this gives Kyler Murray time to play newest Call of Duty.
He's already been playing.
And you know what, Ryan?
That's why I'm
I hope you're
right.
Object.
Jacksonville versus Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is favored by 7.5 points.
Come on, why does the favoring have to be that high? I mean, I like it because I like the Jaguars losing. I think I'm going to say that the Eagles win, but I'm going to say they don't cover the spread. I see it being like a 3-4 point game, similar to what we saw with the Green Bay Packers.
Interesting.
This past
Billy
week.
is in. Billy is in.
It's definitely a trap game. I will tell you that.
I agree with that one. It's a big trap game.
Billy, welcome. You just made it to
Hi,
predictions.
Billy.
Hello, Billy boy.
Hello, Billy.
All I'm just gonna say is the Tennessee Volunteers are basically the Pittsburgh Steelers of college football.
Oh no!
They go
Oh,
to
no.
Super Bowl. They go to
Oh.
Super Bowl, Billy.
Why'd you have to go
No,
say
they
it,
laid
Cobra?
down the
Now here he is.
competition until the final moment.
You mean
I-
going
All right, all right, all right.
Mouth.
Anywho, Cat. All right, so we're on bold predictions. Cat.
Oh boy.
Detroit versus Green Bay, and Detroit is favored by 2.5.
Why do I have the closest spreads?
It's just
Why
how
me?
it's just the order and how they fall.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
There's a joke
It's
that I
the
can.
way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way. I look it.
Okay,
Anywho,
so tell me again, Detroit.
the Detroit Lions 2.5 are favored by 2.5 over the Green Bay Packers.
It's a rivalry game too. Like by 2.5. Sure. I'll go with that. And they hit the spread.
All right, Detroit. Okay, Billy, since you jumped in, this one's interesting. You know, Kat thought she had a close spread. The LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks, and the Rams are favored by 1.
Seattle's at home, right?
Yes.
Okay, Seattle.
All right. Looks like we have no objections.
I already used mine.
I think
Yep.
that's the only one who hasn't used
I
hers.
think Cat's the only one
Yep.
left.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
I like keeping my options open.
Well, you're about to run out of time. You're about to run out of time
Yeah.
because we're at the final 2 games. All right.
Okay.
And I have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 5.5. I am taking Vikings, but not covering the spread.
Wait, who are they playing?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Flacco, buddy.
I'm gonna intercept that one.
All right.
Cat objects. Cat objects.
Indy gets an interception. Let's go.
I'm going to say that the Colts are going to win.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
she is going upset. Nice. Thanks, Ben. All right.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.
Still Flacco,
So,
Raven. I could do that.
Now, guys, we are on the Monday Night Football game. Everyone gets a crack at the Monday Night Football game. So, give me that. Like as the saying goes, give me that bold. Kansas City hosts Tampa Bay, and Kansas City is favored by 8.5 points. Starting at the top, Tyler.
I honestly am going for the upside. I think Tampa Bay can pull it off.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, kid.
Ben.
What?
I object to that.
Billy, your turn will come. Your will come. On Monday Night Football, the objection abstains because everyone gets a chance.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I have a special prize for you at the end since you didn't use your objection. All right, Ben.
I didn't realize there was a prize for not using your objection.
You said it was Tampa Bay and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, and Kansas City is favored by 8.5.
And the Bucks are home, correct?
No, it's Kansas City. It's Arrowhead.
Even less an advantage. I'm going with Chiefs. That's a big spread. Oh man, are they going to cover that spread? That's what she said.
Dear Lord in heaven, Benjamin.
Hey, look. I'm trying.
It's okay, SSPN mom. It's okay.
Look. Mayfield has lost some weapons. I'm trying to weigh the odds here.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
I say KC wins and covers the spread. Yes, and there's going to be some referee help. Bazinga.
All right, Jayme.
So, I think Kansas City blows out Tampa Bay. However, I am saying Cade Otton has 2 touchdowns in this game.
Okay, so Kansas City covering the spread. Gotcha. Ryan.
Yep. So Kansas City versus Buccaneers.
Yep.
I think this game is going to look a lot. I think this game is going to look eerily familiar, and you're going to see the Kansas City Chiefs look to their MVP player, and the refs will help them get the win late. And what was the
Hello?
what was the spread?
Yeah. 8.5.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs cover it. I think it's going to be a close game where the refs bail them out at the end.
Oh, wow.
All right. Cat. Cat, do you hear me? Cat. Oh.
You might want to say Cat's got her tongue.
Yeah. Cat. Cat is Cat's mic went out. Check out.
Difficulties.
Hello?
There you are.
Cat, you hear
Can
us?
you-
Cat, you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
All right, Cat. Kansas City for hosting Tampa Bay, and Kansas City's favored by 8.5. Who have you got?
I'm going to say Kansas City, but I don't think they cover the spread.
All right, Billy.
It's going to be a total fucking blowout. No ref help.
Yup.
Sort of like when Pamela Anderson lost her tits, right?
Facts. All right, so Kansas City covering the spread.
I am too young to know that.
Yes. All right, so Billy says Kansas City covering the spread, and I am actually going to go with Kansas City not covering the spread. That is of course where I'm going from with this. All right, so
I guess I need to be on the crack bus.
Anywho, Billy, since you were late to the bold predictions, of course you get a multiplier of 2. But since you didn't use your you didn't use your invasion in time, you actually up multiplier from a 2 to a 3. So that's a little bit of a heads up. And everyone, our bold predictions were brought to you, of course, by W Energy. W Energy has been our first ever sponsor for the Social Sports Pad Podcast Network, and we're glad to provide, the energy drink that is so different from Gamer Subs and G Fuel. If you want to give this energy drink a try, use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts and show the channel some love. All right. So let me do one more thing. Anywho. All right. Okay. Anywho. All right. Spinning for bonus point. And Tyler, once again.
Boo.
I need you on this point after my bold prediction.
I say it's rigged.
Anywho. All right. So, anywho, that is it for the Hard Count podcast. Of course, we want to thank our affiliates: Dr. Watch, Sleeves, Duke Cannon, Fubo TV, Century PC, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, Fanatics, Bold Coffee, and W Energy. Of course, we also have our other podcasts, The Lap Down, Dirt and Turf, which wrapped up, and of course, Biscuits and Penalties coming this Friday. Our hockey podcast in collaboration with Noot City, and of course, I of course need to thank everyone for listening, and on behalf of Tyler, Jayme, Ben, Kat, Ryan, and Billy, I'm Cobra, and we'll see you on the field.
Put.